And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wrong Side Simulations, where we are flying on the wrong side of the airplane every day because we're lazy and we don't want to upgrade and take on all the extra responsibility of the pilot in command. So today we have a very exciting stream. Kind of nervous about this one. There's a lot of technical stuff going on to get this set up. Today we are going to be doing a shared cockpit flight from Reno down to Las Vegas with my good buddy Rio, who is also a flight dispatcher, is one of my coworkers, and huge flight sim enthusiast. I don't think you'll meet somebody who loves flight sim more than him, although it's a close competition between the two of us. So yeah, I got a little bit of a late start today. We had some extra setting up to do and coordinating. Did a little bit of a practice run just to make sure that everything is, working correctly. So I'm also reading the chat with him. We're trying to make sure that this goes the way it's supposed to. So he is in the aircraft already. He is the left seat pilot, and I will be the right seat pilot. Although I will be the pilot flying today, and he'll be the pilot monitoring. We'll be running checklists, doing flows, a lot of fun stuff. So, but the first item on our checklist today is to do a quick little rundown on this scenery. This is the Paxsim scenery, Reno Airport. Yesterday when I was buying the Cleveland airport, I saw that they had this one, and I was like, oh, you know what, I'm going to get this one too. So, for anybody who's interested in Reno, show you what you'll be getting for your money. I believe it's $22 or $23, something like that. But as you can see, you got internal modeling. In fact, we'll do this so that we got internal modeling here inside the terminal. It's not as fancy looking as the Cleveland airport, just because it looks like this is carpet, whereas Cleveland had tile, so you had that nice PBR reflecting off the ground, whereas you don't really have that on this one. Because if you can show me some carpet that reflects, I would be impressed. But nonetheless, you get really nice interior modeling. I love that you can see out the windows. You do see some airports where you look out the window and everything looks messed up. Not this one. Looks really nice. Got some gambling machines, because this is Reno, Nevada. It's like the little sister to Las Vegas. Let's do some more looking around. And again, just like Cleveland, got some really nice ground textures. Nothing looks default other than the jet bridges. Got some custom ground vehicles, as you would expect. One thing I did notice though, when we were doing a little test run, I was trying to find a gate that had Frontier signs on the inside, knowing that we were going to fly Frontier. And I did find such, but the ground equipment outside does not have the same, doesn't have matching airlines. So as you can see, we got Frontier right here, and then Delta outside. Not a huge deal, but it is something that I look for when I'm looking at sceneries, because I like to place my aircraft at the gate that would be a gate that we would be leaving out of, so I can get this kind of shot right here with the airplane sitting out and see everything outside. These vehicles, or this pushback, is part of the I believe it's Latin VFR RTX, so that's not part of the scenery. Got some more custom vehicles outside. Got some Reno custom buildings to the city. Which I think is always a great addition, especially if you're familiar with the area, you know what buildings to look for and what is really there in real life. Rooster Colts, no idea what that is, but it's pretty neat that they add all this stuff. I do know that this building is pretty big staple part of the scenery at this airport. I think it's been featured in every add-on scenery for all simulators, at least that I've seen. Got nice texturing on the runways. If it were me, I'd like to see a little bit more rubber around the touchdown zone. I believe airliners definitely have a wider landing gear. I don't know what you call it, not diameter, but you know, landing gear is wider than what you're seeing right here. This would be some pretty small airplanes, but that's just nitpicking. Nobody really cares that much about that. Got some more custom buildings out there. Looks like casinos. Reno flying service. That's pretty cool. Now you got a nice little hangar out here. The Atlantic Aviation. If you flying GA and want to start your aircraft in a hangar, you have the option of sorry guys, my co-pilot is A-carsing me. Stand by. A-carsing me in the Discord. It's pretty hard to coordinate with another pilot while doing this stuff. But yeah, if you want to start a little GA airplane inside of the hangar, you could use the pushback toolbar to bring your airplane into the hangar, and then maybe do a little live stream starting there. Cool, different perspective. Cleveland Airport also has hangars. I think they have 3 hangars, 2 smaller ones, and then 1 large United hangar. Nevada National or Air National Guard. Now with the Cleveland Airport, they did add some military aircraft. I wonder why they didn't put any here. Not that it really makes much of a difference. But if you do have military aircraft on the ramp, you could pretty much figure out that it's probably Air National Guard without having to read any custom hangars. And I'm assuming they fly C-130s out of here, since there's a C-130 on that hangar. Now let's run back over towards the terminal. I do have the simulator's sound turned down right now. I got some AI airplanes that landed, and you can still hear the sounds from the engines, even when they're parked at the gate, and it's pretty loud. So I'll turn that down for now. As we get closer, you can hear it. Let's take a look inside of here. Turn the speed on the camera down. You can see it's real fast. Oh, this is pretty cool. A nice little restaurant looking area. If I had to guess, this looks like a lounge maybe? Maybe it's like a Delta lounge kind of thing. Not real sure. But also, again, gives you a real nice point of view. Think about it, you could be sitting outside, or sitting in here and watching outside, watching the airplanes, like many people do. Let's run back over to our gate. Sounds like we might be having some sort of technical issues with our your controls program. Supposedly he set up the jet bridge and the ground power, and we should be seeing that on our side. Let's see. Turn the volume back up. Shows we're still connected. All right. Well, let's bring Rio in.
All right.
Hello, good sir.
How are you doing, sir?
Man, I am great. So let's real quick
I'm
before
sorry.
we
Go ahead.
go any further. Let's jump in the cockpit and let's do our little test that we do to see if we're still connected. Because it's a red flag that you connected the jet bridge and the ground power, and it didn't show on my end. So move the EFIS knob and see if we're connected.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you see it?
Yep. Shows
Okay. Yeah. I was looking at that. I was wondering. I was like, how come it's not working? But I did manage to connect it. But you connected it as well. So we're good. Yep.
Okay. The only thing I'm worried about is it all syncing. So,
yeah. Yes, sir.
All right. How far are you in the process of setting everything up? Got more stuff to do?
No. The only thing that we have to concentrate on here is the overhead fuel pump, so on and so on and so forth. As far as the MCDU, I think I am set. Just double check, make sure the data is good.
Okay. Yeah, I'll run back through everything. So
Okay.
just for our viewers, quick little rundown on our flight plan today. We are Frontier Flight 525, flying from Reno down to Las Vegas. Final cruising altitude today will be flight level 290, and we'll be coming in on the basic transition to the Cocktail 1, and we're planning runway 26 left today. I don't think there's anything else special. I think we obviously want to have some terrain factors today, but we'll get into that for the departure brief. Cool, so let me just run through real quick and double check everything you got going on here. So I'm going to do Natsu, LC, is initialized, balance, fuel. Zero fuel weight, request that. We'll start boarding out. The jet bridge is connected. So that's set. Yep. I like it. Flight plan 3-4 right. That's good. So our transition PESKE to basic. Good. Let be, we're just waiting for. We'll do the plan. So 131.7, 23.9. Fuel is 12.8. Performance window flaps to flex 55.
And just for our viewers, the reason why I did not finish putting data in the MCDU is because I just wanted once wrong side simulation connected, double check the data, just make sure we're on the same page. So that's the reason why I didn't finish putting up the rest of the data. So he's doing that now. Everything else looks good. Go ahead, sir. Sorry for cutting you short.
No, you're good. We've got our fuel on board, so we'll turn the seatbelt sign on, and we'll get the APU underway here shortly. I'm just waiting on the boarding process to complete, and we can get our takeoff numbers. Start the APU. Let's get some weather for Reno.
It is a beautiful day to fly. It looks really beautiful today. Absolutely excited about this one.
Same here, man. This is gonna be fun as long as everything works the way that it's
Everything.
supposed to.
Exactly. You just don't know why. Absolutely.
Turn off this weather. Altimeter setting is 3004. Could put 3004 in the standby for me, please.
I'll say that again. Sorry.
Put in the standby altimeter, put 3004.
Oh, gotcha.
Right, so boarding is completed. APU started, so we're going to run a 3-minute timer for the APU warm-up. Back to performance. Now we can get our takeoff numbers. Alrighty, now that the APU is on, we're just waiting for the 3-minute warm-up so we can do the bleeds. We're going to disconnect the external power and get rid of external power. Also, we can pull the jet bridge.
Roger.
And now that the main cabin door is closed, shut and lock the door.
So there's only one thing that I've noticed. When you put the jet bridge on your side, it's connecting on my side. So what I'll do is
just leave it as is.
Yeah.
It's just out of sync.
Yeah, it's out of sync a little bit, but otherwise everything else is looking good.
All right. So while we're waiting on this 3-minute APU warm up, we'll run through a quick departure brief, and we'll follow that up with some checklists and all that good stuff.
All right, press go.
Goodness. All right. So we are currently parked at Bravo 4, I believe. We're going to push back. Our start sequence today is going to be 1, then 2. Once we get everything started, we'll do a 2-engine taxi, because it should only take roughly 3 to 5 minutes to get to the runway for departure. Not quite long enough for a single-engine taxi. So we'll taxi out and we'll go down. What is this? We'll go down Bravo to Papa, cross 34 right, and hold short 34 right. Our departure heading today is 344. So in the immediate area, obviously we've got terrain as a factor. Weather's not a factor. Any issues before V1? We'll stop the aircraft and assess the issue there, and then after V1 we're going flying. We've got 9,000 feet of runway. We've got high intensity runway lights, centerline lights. This stuff I don't care about because it's not landing, it's grooved, and the runway is 150 feet wide, so it's not narrow runway operations. We're not departing on a SID, we'll just depart on, I would say depart on a heading, but with the issues I've had with the fly-by-wire recently, going into a go-around mode and screwing everything up, we're not going to do that. I'll set the heading, and then once we're lined up, we'll put it in the nav mode, and once 400 feet off the ground, we'll start our turn to get back on track. Other than that, our V-speeds today is 128, 129, and 133. We got a flex of 55 degrees. Our acceleration climb altitude is 5910, which is 1500 feet AGL. Other than that, everything else looks good. Do you have any questions, sir?
No questions. Thank you so much.
Get this we've got our 3-minute warm up on the APU, so we can turn the bleed on. Beacon's on. And call the tug. And Rio, you can, as far as your TCA goes, you can just leave like your brakes and everything as is. It should just read mine.
Okay. All right. Will comply.
Alright, so I've used the EFB to hook up the tug.
Okay.
Last time I did this, when I used the EFB, it activated the pushback toolbar, which I would prefer to use.
Yeah.
Just not sure if it's going to mess anything up. We'll just play it safe. Okay, so I think we're pretty much ready to go. Before start, checklist all the way.
Before start, checklist all the way. Maintenance log and tail.
Onboard and check.
On board and check. Copy preparation.
Complete.
Complete. Gear pins and covers removed. Signs are on auto. Ideas are in nav. Fuel, we have 10.4 is required. We have 12.8 on board. Altimeters.
3004 set.
3004 set. EFP.
Checked.
EFP check. Windows, doors, and slides.
Closed and on.
Closed and armed. Beacon is on. Thrust reverse is in idle. Parking brake is on. Transponder is in auto. Before start, checklist all the way is completed.
Alrighty, sir. We'll start the timer and we'll get our pushback going. Brakes are released. Here we go. Alright, you can go ahead and start one.
Confirm starting engine number 1.
Confirm. Definitely prefer pushback toolbar. Gonna tow us out of the alley.
Yeah.
This should work. Brakes are set. Tug is clear to disconnect. Alright, got a good start on 1. Go ahead and start engine 2.
Confirm starting engine number 2.
Confirm. start on 2.
Good start, all right. I'll let you set the trim. It doesn't sync really well on my side, so I'll let you do that, sir.
Got it. All right, after start when you're ready.
Alrighty. Yeah, after start checklist, engine anti-ice is off. Yellow electric pump is off. Rudder trim is set to 0 after start checklist is completed.
All right. Brakes released.
Brakes are ready.
Brake check.
Pressure green.
I got 3-minute timer running for the engine warm up.
Okay.
Did you hear that little ding?
Yeah, I think it's just the throttle's not syncing real well. Yours and mine, it's nothing significant. It's just the throttle's will be good.
Yours are in idle.
Yep.
All right. Put on the right.
Clear on the left.
And clear right again.
Clear on the left.
All right. Flight controls check.
Flight controls. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Full up. Full down. Neutral.
Rudder.
Full left. Full right. Neutral. All right, flight controls check is completed on my side as well.
Good. Alrighty. And after or before takeoff flow when you're ready.
Before takeoff checklist all the way. Gross
Before
weight.
takeoff flow.
All right, got you.
Man, it's pretty out here.
Yeah. All right.
We'll run the checklist here in just a few once we get across this active.
No problem. Clear left on this side. Clear left again.
And we're clear right. They're on the approach. So we're looking for taxi. Okay, before takeoff to the line.
Before takeoff checklist to the line. Gross weight comparison is complete. Pitch trim is 24.3 is set. V1, VR, V2 flex.
128, 129, 133, flex 55.
I'm showing 125, 126, 130, and flex of 55.
Oh, hell. That means our weights are different.
Yeah. So, yeah, we just go with these flaps.
Config 2.
Config 2, flight instruments.
Let's see. Flight controls check.
Flight instrument checked. Flight controls is just say checked. ECAM memo.
Take off all green.
Check off for green. ECAM status checked. PWS on auto. TCAS code set TARA. Cabin crew has been advised. Main brief is complete before takeoff checklist to the line is completed.
Clear on the approach and clear to the left. Crossing this active.
Clear to the left. That is correct, sir.
Hold right here.
Okay.
Parking brake is set. So real quick, I want to go through these V speeds.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
set it, I'm gonna manually type it in. And that should put it in on yours.
Okay.
So
No
you can see the
problem.
speeds for takeoff at least.
Yeah.
All right. So read out to me your V speeds.
Okay, so I'm showing 128, 129, and 133 with flex of 55.
Perfect. All right. Okay. So before takeoff checklist below the line.
Before takeoff checklist below the line, takeoff runway.
34 right is confirmed.
34 right is confirmed. Fuel we required is the 10.4. We have 12.6 on board. Engine mode selectors normal. Breed packs fit before takeoff checklist below the line is completed.
Let's rock and roll. Get on out of here.
Let's go. Clear down the runway.
And clear on the approach. We have our 3-minute warm-ups. We're good there. Runway heading is 344.
344, I see.
Yeah, once we get lined up, then we'll put it back in the nav.
Okay.
Hopefully it matches the same runway heading. Oh shit, looks like they swapped the airport around. We got a aircraft on approach on the opposite.
Oh.
The airport.
Oh, the swapping.
We'll wait for
Oh,
him to land and then we'll take off.
Yeah.
We've been making a hard right turn anyway, so we'll be getting off of their approach. Obviously, in real life, we wouldn't be doing this.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Grass
absolutely.
down
Yeah,
there.
it happens in real life. It's nothing new.
Alright, so he's on the ground. Here we go. I got nothing on the main.
80 knots, thrust seat.
Going on board.
Aboard, yeah. I see for whatever reason, let me see if everything else looks good on my side.
Alright, stand by.
Okay.
Alright, and we'll have to clear up and then we'll check the brake temps. Brakes should be fine. I'm not even showing brake fans.
Okay.
Try that again.
Yeah. Yeah, we can attempt again. I don't see any issues on my side. I did have some amber warnings.
Yeah, I think I know what the problem is. And
Okay.
we didn't do exactly what we just said we were going to do, which is put the airplane back in the nav, and that's my bad.
Yeah, no, no problem. We will attempt again.
All right, so let's reconfigure. So flaps 2. We'll retract spoilers. They're going down. Arm TA. I'm just gonna roll through dual flow. Brake max. Brake temps look good. A little hotter on the left, but not by much.
Yeah, so you have the fan on to cool the brakes down. Everything else checks out to be fine on this side.
Okay. Cross runway. Clear.
Clear left.
I mean clear right.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, you're good. It's a beautiful day. It looks really beautiful out there. I want to get airborne. I hope you guys are excited as well. This one is a really good one. And these things happen in real life, and I'm happy that we aborted takeoffs. You don't want to take off with amber warnings, not accepted. You want to assess the situation, and then, you know, you can decide if you want to attempt takeoff again, or, you know, we go back to the gate, let maintenance take a look at the aircraft. But at this time, we have decided that we'll attempt takeoff again. So, really good stuff. Clear on the left.
Clear right. Yeah, I didn't want to take off with nothing on like the FMA.
No, it's good.
FMA. It didn't have.
Yeah.
You know, like man flex, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue. Didn't have any of that stuff. I didn't want to take off with none of that. It's telling me I didn't have any auto thrust or anything. So.
Yeah. I think I know what the problem is. Yeah, it's just the your controls. I think it's not really syncing well, because I can see even
I think it's because I didn't put it into nav mode and it confused the fly-by-wire.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to depart in a heading mode.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so let's go through before takeoff again. Before takeoff to the line.
Before takeoff checklist to the line, gross weight comparison is a complete. Pitch trim is 23.4 is 24.3 is set. V1, VR, V2 flex.
128, 129, 133 flex 55.
128, 129, 133, and flex of 55 set. Flaps.
Config 2.
Config 2. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Check flight controls.
Checked.
Check ECAM memo.
Take off all green.
Check off all green. ECAM status. Checked PWS on auto. Checkers is code set TARA. Cabin crew has been advised. Main brief is complete before takeoff checklist to the line is completed.
Perfect. Clear on the approach.
Clear on the right.
On the who? On the right? No, I can tell you, like, you got your...
Oh.
Like you meant to say...
No.
You almost said right, but you meant to say left or whatever,
Yeah. No, it's so good.
Okay. Now, before takeoff, below the line.
Before takeoff checklist, below the line, takeoff runway.
Runway 34 right confirmed.
34 right confirmed. Fuel 10.4 is required. We have 12.3 on board. Engine mode selectors are normal. Breathing packs are set before takeoff checklist below the line is completed.
Alright, let's try this again. We'll get lined up and then nav mode. Can't forget this time.
Alright, clear down the runway.
Clear on this approach side, even though they're not landing this way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You say the switched runway is here, so.
And also, I rejected the takeoff before 80 knots, like right at 80 knots, so you don't have to call me. So
Yeah.
close, I mean, I think in real world you have to and let dispatch know.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's not a high speed aboard. Yeah, you're right.
Alright, so we're lined up. We are in nav mode. Let's try this again. You ready?
I'm ready. Press go.
If it doesn't work, we're just going to go for it. It's probably a sync issue between our airplanes.
Yeah.
There we go. Man flex SRS auto thrust blue. I knew it was in that.
Heading knots, thrust, sit.
Reno ground, Delta 2666, request taxi to the gate.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
Taxi to gate Bravo 7 using taxiway Juliet. Close runway 34 left, Juliet, Delta 2666.
Thrust climb. Okay, sir, if you could put me in open climb, please.
Absolutely.
Open climb. Stay in this valley. A little bit
Yeah.
to altitude. Let's go flaps 1.
Speed check, flaps 1.
And flaps up.
Speed check, flaps up.
And after takeoff checklist when you're ready, sir.
After takeoff checklist is completed.
Perfect. And for our viewers, those of you who are watching, the after takeoff checklist based off of our checklist and our SOP that we know that we operate by. The after takeoff checklist is done silently by the pilot monitoring, which is why y'all don't hear him say anything out loud. The after takeoff checklist is landing gear up, flaps retractably, pack set, and tube off. They did that silently. Alright, so there's 10,000. I'm going to accelerate. I'll let you handle the lights.
Yep, I see 10. Lights are off.
Mountain wave.
Yeah, I see the mountain wave. Looks beautiful though. Looks really beautiful.
The next time we do this, we'll have to do VATSIM, as long as this goes okay.
Yeah. I mean, we're in the process of trying to make sure that everything else is syncing. Systems are working together, correctly, and
1,000 to go. Give me, let's say we just got cleared up to flight level 230.
230.
And
23 blue.
23 blue. Open climb, please.
Okay.
Did you push it or pull it?
Yeah, I did.
Which one? There it goes. It always
Yeah.
seems like it takes a second.
Yeah, we've done this before. It seems like when you push it, like it takes a second before it pops up, but so far so good.
I'll get the main altimeters and I'll let you get the standby.
Okay. I'm just enjoying this scenery right now. It looks really beautiful. It's absolutely amazing.
There's transition. Standard.
Done that. There we go.
I see standard on standby.
You do see it or you don't see it?
I do.
Okay, gotcha. I was about to say, oh.
So see, we are 29 miles from PESKE. When we get to PESKE, we'll do a full check, see how our fuel is going. Your
Okay.
airplane may show less. I think yours was a little bit heavier,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly. I don't know why the zero fuel weights didn't. So let's go into it and we'll see what yours says versus mine. Yeah, wind balance. Okay, so on your zero fuel weight on the right side, what does yours say?
It says 131797.
That's weird. So does mine. I don't know why your V speeds would have been so different.
Yeah, I just don't understand why the V speeds did not sync.
What's your zero fuel weight CG showing?
It's showing 23.9.
Interesting. So is mine. Temperatures, yeah, icing conditions coming up. Engine NS is on. Getting some IMC. Depending on how fast we climb, we might go a little higher. If we need to get on top of some of this stuff, we can.
Oh,
Speed alt star. Let's go. Actually, I'm autopilot's on, so I continue the autopilot time. Thrust climb up climb. And I got 29 blue.
29 blue. We're about to get in the soup.
So for anybody that's watching, when you hear us say 29 blue, we're looking at our PFD, and when you're climbing your altitude that you put in the FCU, it will show up here, and if you're descending, it will show up at the bottom. We just do the call outs to ensure that both of us are seeing what we should see on our PFD. It's just a form of cross-checking.
All right, guys, and I know you probably have heard me say this before. Wrong side simulations. You have to go and check that channel. It is absolutely amazing. Great content. A whole lot of realistic scenarios that you probably be able to learn from there. So yeah, by the way, go and check wrong side simulations whenever you get a chance.
And so if there's anybody watching my stream, Rio is over there streaming on his end. So his channel name is it's Flaps 151, right?
Nope, it's Flaps 121 simulations.
Yeah.
121, yep.
His channel's brand new. We've got a couple videos out. You should go check him out. But I think the coolest part of this whole stream is that you could watch from my point of view, and then turn around and go watch from his point of view and see how both sides were showing during this flight. So I know I'll be going to check out your stream to see what you were seeing, and also to hear my dumbass how extra stuff.
No. Like absolutely, I learn a lot from wrong side simulations because we follow not real world procedures, but simulate realistic real world procedures on how stuff works. So it's absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything else online like that. Absolutely, seriously. Ooh, we're getting chopped.
But hang on. You'll have to see this on, I can go to my stream and watch
Yeah.
it. But, so we just crossed Penske, right? Like a couple seconds
Yep.
ago.
Yeah.
There it is. All right, so on my right now you can't see it, but on my stream on my side, I've got the sim brief OFP showing alongside with the fuel quantity. Penske we're supposed to have exactly 10.1 even, and we actually crossed Penske with exactly 10.1. At least on my airplane.
So-
Yours is might be.
That's absolutely amazing. Yep. I see that as well.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty nice.
All right, so we're at 27.7, and we're almost out of the top of this stuff. So we might be able to just chill like 2900.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
All right, 28 for 29,000 to go. And I think I'm gonna keep us going. Go up to 33. Cruise out 33.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 'cause we're still kind of, we'll still be going through some of the tops of this stuff. We get smoother rides at the top or above it.
I agree.
So, what you drinking over there, Rio? You drinking anything?
Oh, I made some
good to
coffee.
go?
I made some coffee. I was watching streams yesterday, and I was watching your stream, and you made some coffee that just made me to try to make it exactly the way you made it. So tastes really good. But yep, that's it. I'm drinking coffee.
Had your little cold brew?
Yeah, it's a cold brew.
Cold brew sounds really good right now.
It's delicious, man. I used to drink a lot of hot coffee, but cold coffee is just so good, like to me.
It's also hot as hell down here in Florida, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful day. It's hot.
So another dispatch buddy of mine just texted me and said looks like one of his coworkers at his airline, I'm not going to name any airlines, but anyway, he said that one of his coworkers will be headed our way to our company. So that's cool. I have to get the 411 on this person.
Yeah.
Let's see. Once we get to cruise, I'm gonna go grab a coffee. Like Steve
Okay.
O'Clevo says, you know, once you're an hour out, that's coffee time.
Yeah.
Try to get some cinematic shots for my viewers. I'm really bad about just staying in the cockpit and monitoring.
Me too. I mean, I have time now to be able to set up really good views for our viewers. So I'll be doing that. So expect really good views. I know I've said this, you know, probably multiple times, but I do have time now. So I'll be coming up with really, really great views.
Hey,
But,
question for you.
yeah.
On your speed tape, whereabouts does the red line start for you? Mine's around like 305, 310.
I think mine is at 305 or 310, somewhere like that. But I think it's like 305.
So I want to make sure that 'cause that's another thing that would show like, if your airplane's heavier or not. If your airplane was heavier, that line would more than likely be lower. You have a
Yeah.
much more narrow stall buffer when you're heavier. But with this chop, this little bit of turbulence that we got going on, we'll have to keep a close eye and make sure that the speed doesn't get too close to that red line. If we hit some chopping, we could overspeed.
Yep, now I'm showing it's right at 3.
Yeah, the higher you go, the more it's going to come down.
Yep.
But we're leveling off now, so should see alt cruise in just a sec. Surprise me. I'm gonna go mock alt star. Cool, speed's looking good. Alt cruise. Sometime today.
Beautiful.
Alright, alt cruise. I'd say it's smooth enough with the folks up.
Yeah.
Get rid of that engine anti-ice now that we're out of IMC. Alright, I am gonna go grab. Oh, ho!
What happened?
Somebody is in my stream that you
Don't
might
scare
know.
me like that.
Yeah,
We are attitude and you're screaming out loud. I'm like, what is
Yeah.
going on? Do I need to take control of the aircraft?
No. So Jim is.
Oh,
watching right
Jim, welcome to Flaps 121 Simulations and Wrong Side Simulations. We're having fun, Jim. Welcome. I hope you're doing good, man.
now. Yeah, he says.
Hope you join us in this friendly sky soon.
He says, "What's up, guys? Just got home. We'll have it on in the background. Great to see you both flying." Well, it's great to see you here on the stream, brother. It's always fun to see you pop in and say hi, especially when it's somebody
Absolutely.
like, you actually know.
Absolutely, yep.
Cool. I'm gonna go grab coffee real quick.
Okay.
And keep your folks and my folks entertained.
I will definitely do so. Yeah, guys. So this is absolutely entertaining. We will be coming up with lots of cockpit shared cockpit flights. At this point in time, we just want to make sure the systems are syncing really well, and so we might have a few glitches here and there, but we will get it done to where we don't have any small bugs here and there. But yeah, welcome. It's a beautiful day to fly. If you're off, I would suggest that you jump in your sim and take a flight somewhere. Beautiful.
All right, so I am back. So
You are back.
from the
Everything
chat,
else is normal.
thank you for keeping an eye on the airplane, and actually for those of you who are watching, I guess except for Jim, because Jim rides up in the cockpit pretty often. Anytime that one of the pilots leaves, or the pilot flying leaves, actually no, whenever either pilot leaves, and by leaving, that could either be going to the bathroom, so you're physically leaving the cockpit, or it could be like the captain's going to make a PA announcement, so he's getting off the radios, he's not really watching what's going on, so the other pilot will monitor, or actually has control, and as soon as that pilot is done making his PA announcement, he comes back, and he'll say, "Alright, I'm back," and then they'll tell him no changes, or we'll say, "Hey, we just checked in with whatever center, or we got this." They'll tell him any changes that happen. So Rio's actually very correct in his verbiage. But alright, so yeah, so back to the
I
chat.
appreciate that.
Jim saying, "What's up, guys? We're flying to Reno. What kind of approach? Try the RNAV approach if you have it. And what's up, Rio?" And I need to get the little overlay thing that like shows the chat on the screen. I don't know how to do that yet. I'm a noob. So we are flying from Reno to Vegas. Right now we have the ILS 26 left. Is what we're planning for. I do think I know about the RNAV that you're talking about though in the Rio. I was looking at it in the comments in the plates earlier. So no, not today. We are not going to be going into Reno. Earlier on a little test flight, we did circle back around to land in Reno, and Reno, even on the ILS for 3-4 left, was pretty tough. It's got a rather steep descent angle. I think the glide path is at 3.54 degrees, and your standard is 3 degrees. So, kind of glad we're not going to Rio, because after, or to Reno, I keep saying her name too much, Rio. But yeah, I'm kind of glad we're not going to Reno, because that was a little bit of a challenge to land on that steep glide slope. And Jim says, "Okay, guys, I'm taking command of the ship now. We're being hijacked. We got a threat level 4.
Yeah.
That's fun. Let's see how far we got to go. We're at 226 miles out. We'll probably start our approach brief a little bit earlier today than we normally would. Vegas is somewhat higher altitude.
All right, whenever you're ready, sir, I'm ready.
No, we'll do it in a few. We won't do it just yet.
Okay.
What we will do though, we'll report Addons. Don't be so mad if they're not landing on 26 left. They're probably doing that like BS of like landing on 8 right and no. What do they usually do? They depart on the 8s and then land on the 19s.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I mean, it's a simulator. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
And we got Jimmy. Try the RNO.
And we got Jim, yes. I'm happy Jim is with us.
I would say we try the RNO, but being that this is our first shared cockpit stream and needing everything to sync up accurately,
Right.
I'm too afraid to change anything and then we do. 'Cause there's no telling,
Especially.
like, what it's going to do to the flight path.
Yeah.
On your side.
Right.
Even like when you're just flying by yourself, you can't even get the daggone
Right.
thing to work right if you're trying to change your route mid-route. So sorry, Jim. We're going to stay on the ILS regardless of even what this says because I just thought about it while I was talking about it, but we can't change anything in the McDo as far as rerouting because the airplane doesn't handle it very well once you're airborne. It's mainly just because it's not high fidelity yet. If we were on the experimental version, which you can't do shared cockpit in experimental, but if we were on the experimental version, which has the much more realistic flight plan manager inside of the McDo, then we would be able to do it. But until that comes to development, we won't be able to, at least airborne. So for Las Vegas, we got information Charlie at 1856Z, it's 1928, so this info is current. Winds are variable at 3 knots, 10 statute miles, few at 10,000, scattered at 25,000, the temperature is 24. Damn, that's pretty nice for Vegas. Well, I guess it's that time of year. Wind point is 9, altimeter's 3003. Visual approaches in use, landing runways 26 left and 19 right. Heck yeah, that's what we wanted to see.
Yeah.
Parallel runways in use, converging runway operations in effect. Taxiway delta between Sierra and Mike is restricted to max wingspan, no care. Ground controls combined 120.1. Cool. So no low-level wind shear, which I wouldn't expect there to be if winds are variable. But you never know with Vegas, man. Vegas pop up. You got wind shear going around on a beautiful day. Jim says he can't wait until Phoenix is released.
Oh yeah, so everybody's so excited about that. I am so extremely excited.
Well, my channel's already nothing but Airbus thus far, but it's gonna it's just gonna get worse once the Phoenix comes out.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that is going to be a really great product. At least I think so. I mean, I've watched so many videos on it showcasing the aircraft. I mean, it looks so absolutely fantastic.
But if PMDG comes out first, then
I cannot wait for PMDG, sir. Don't even mention PMDG right now. I cannot wait for PMDG.
Yeah, so if PMDG does come out first, then there would definitely be a mix-up of Airbus and Boeing content on my channel.
Yeah, I was looking up on that. I think it's coming at the end of the year, probably, or early next year. At least they are planning on doing that.
Hopefully. Are you ready for an approach brief, sir?
I am ready. Go ahead.
Pull up the charts. I'm not going to brief too heavily on the arrival just because we don't have any nav and we can't do a whole lot of stuff. But we are coming in on the Cocktail 1 on the basic transition. Which, by the way, how far are 13 miles. We shall resume once we cross basic. I'm gonna do a fuel check. At basic. Oh man, we're like pretty much right on the dot. Feeling really good. I don't feel good. Get in your face again so folks can see. So we're 10 miles
I
from
can
basic.
barely hear you, sir.
How about now?
Yep, now I can hear you.
Yeah, I just wasn't talking. Alright, so we got 9 miles until basic. So we're pretty much there. On the OFP. At basic, we're supposed to have 8.4, 8.5-ish. So we're looking at an underburn right now of, I don't know, 150 to 200 pounds. So that's pretty hot. Alright, cool. So now we can resume our just checking our mileage real quick. Okay, so coming in on the Cocktail 1, basic transition, crossing basic now. Fuel looks good. We got some crossing constraints, most of which are, at least until aerial, are all at or aboves. Probably going to just be above mostly everything. I'm going to do it pretty much straight down descent. I'm not going to focus on these crossing constraints when I don't have any form of VNAV. It's too hard to do in vertical speed mode or whatnot, so not too worried about the arrival. For our approach, let's see what we can do so people can see this with me. So we're planning ILS, runway 26 left. Our approach frequency is 111.5. Can you hear my dog in the background?
Can I do what again? I'm sorry.
Can you hear my dog in the background, Mark?
Nope.
I think my roommate and boyfriend's here, so if the boyfriend's here, they're gonna go nuts whenever he walks. They hate him.
Oh my goodness.
God. Frequency is 111.5, as we see from my stream. We got the frequency is in the box. Final approach course is 259. It's also in there. Final approach fix is Relin at 3,800 feet, which is 1731 off the ground. Our decision height is 200 feet. Touchdown zone elevation is 2,069 feet. Now, if we go missed, we're going to climb to 3,200, then a climbing right turn to 6,000. From there, I'm not going to fly no daggone boulder VOR radials and stuff. We're just going to fly the downwind and then turn base and try her again. This is a standard 3-degree glide slope. We got approach lights with the PAPI on the left, and again, if we go missed, 3,200, climbing right turn to 6,000. Try it again. Our minimums is 200 feet with 3/4 mile visibility, and the weather looks more than fine through that. Let's see. Put another chart. Alright, so 426 left. Where's that? Not that we're too worried about this stuff. We got high intensity runway lights, again approach lights, PAPI on the left. 3-degree glide slope. It's a grooved runway. We've got runway's 150 feet wide. It's not narrow runway. And we got 10,526 feet of usable runway. Terrain is a factor. Weather's no factor. Once we land, we'll plan to exit on either Alpha 5 or Alpha 6. It'll be a right-hand exit. And then we'll just go straight across 8 left, 26 right, and just make our way into the ramp. Since it's an ILS, we'll go ahead and arm our ILS push buttons. You can do that. And we're going to plan auto brake low. And I believe that shall cover it. Do you have any questions?
Good stuff. No questions.
Alright. So, apologies. I I typically like to start coming down. If I'm at 30, like 36, 38,000 feet, I like
Okay.
to start coming down around like 120-ish miles.
Yep.
But today,
Yeah,
we're a
we're
little bit
148
lower.
now.
We're
Okay.
we're at 33,000 feet, plus it's a slightly higher altitude of an airport or elevation.
Yep.
So that'll also we don't have to start coming down to a little bit.
Okay.
Than that. So I'm just thinking when I'm going to start coming down. Actually, you know what? We'll play it safe. We'll do it nice and slow. We'll start early just because we got minus terrain.
Yeah, because of terrain. Okay.
And so I would say we'll go ahead and start coming down around
Okay.
125,
That will work.
130 miles, and then we should be set up pretty well.
That'll absolutely work.
Cool. Now, if we were real pilots, I'd be sitting in my right seat right now, and I turn to you and like, "Oh, real? How's the boat doing? Up in the boat running?" It was like,
Oh
pilots
my
have a boat.
goodness.
All major airline pilots have a boat.
Yeah.
But actually, man, I know quite a few major airline pilots, and most don't have boats. Actually,
Don't like boats?
no, they just don't. They don't have boats. But there's like a
Oh, they don't.
somebody made a running joke in the OCC the other day that like all pilots talk about in the cockpit are their boats.
I don't think so. There's so many conversations that mostly it's politics.
Actually,
Mostly,
I
it's
haven't
company
heard
politics.
any politics. I'm in the cockpit.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. You're not the only one who said that. Yeah, a lot of people they've never heard, pilots talk about, company
think
politics, so on and
Most
so
people are
forth.
probably
But
talking shit about the company.
they do. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. It's like they really trash their own companies. I don't know why.
That's
It's always
everywhere.
like,
No matter what airline,
yeah.
there's always sore feelings.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you, but I'll say no, you're right, because all of them that have jump seated on, yes, it's the same thing. It's like, I think that's what they do.
Alright, so figure out good altitude to start down now. Our first, if we're going to fly across a constraint, would be cocktail, and it would be, let's say, 16,000. Alright, so dialing her down, 16 blue.
16 blue.
So way down. Alright, I got my terrain on. I'll let you leave your weather radar on just in case you have anything
Okay.
to scope. That way we can see both.
No problemo.
Have you ever played? This is so like not even remotely close to being on top of a flight sim stuff. But have you ever played cornhole?
Have I ever played what again?
Cornhole.
Oh yes, so absolutely. I remember when I went to visit my family in Wisconsin. That was the first time I was introduced to playing cornhole. It is really, really fun, especially if you're drunk or gee.
Well, that's the best way to play anything, right?
Yes, I agree. It's really fun. I love it. And you were telling me you know how to make them, right?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is I just built some.
Oh, nice.
got
I need
them
one.
up. But yeah, I just built some the other day. I messed my thumb up pretty good doing it. Hyperextending my thumb backwards, trying to torque a socket wrench on a hole saw. I struggled
Yeah.
to get my drill wasn't quite strong enough to make the hole. But
Yeah.
yeah, it turned out good. We just got to paint them up. I think my girlfriend's gonna do a barbell and a paw print. So she likes lifting weights and dogs.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do LSU. Any of y'all? I don't know if I've ever talked about this on my stream or my channel, but I'm a big LSU fan. If any of y'all are other SEC football team fans, I apologize. Don't hate me. I won't hate y'all. Unless you're Alabama fan. If you're a Bama fan, like this guy who's flying this airplane with me.
I am Road Tide.
Go Tigers.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna paint LSU on mine, and then got map tested them out a little bit, playing cornhole by myself like a loser, but
I think you should bring it next time when you come in town. I absolutely think you should bring it.
maybe I would.
Yes, it'll be so much fun,
If I
man.
can get them painted and get some poly put on them, it like helps protect them. We'll definitely play. That's what when I went to
Yeah.
Tennessee a few days ago, my buddy's baby shower. That's what we did as like the back end of the baby shower. When most people left, we all just sat around and drank beer and played cornhole. It was a good time.
Yeah, it is absolutely fun. I enjoyed it. I would play it over and over and over again.
Yeah, that's what we did. We played for quite a while.
I'll tell you what you need to do though. You don't need to drink any hard stuff. Like what you need to do is get yourself a tall can of Budweiser. Get the headbanger, man. Get that and play that game.
I like my IPA, man. I like that hoppy, strong.
Oh yeah, you'll have IPA, yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people crack on IPA drinkers, craft beer drinkers, but if you like a good flavor and a lot of flavor, and also drinking less because you get drunk.
Yes.
It's a win-win-win.
True indeed.
So, just kind of doing a little comparing and contrasting. Our estimated time en route was 55 minutes. We've currently been out of the gate for 56, but we did have a rejected takeoff. Oh yeah, Jim, I don't think you were here for that.
Yeah.
We had to abort takeoff. It was my fault. We did not put the airplane into nav mode, which in a real airplane wouldn't be a problem, but in the fly-by-wire, because it's still being developed and it's coming along, once we went into flex, we didn't get any of the FMA pop-ups or whatever you want to call it. So we aborted before 80 knots and kind of get everything reset. And then once we took the runway, put it back in the nav, and then everything worked fine. So that was definitely interesting. I don't know how many people are doing rejected takeoffs in their live stream.
I've never seen that either. So it is absolutely amazing. You did such a great job, sir.
Thank you. You
You
did a great
did
job
such
as
a
well.
good job.
I appreciate you not panicking and freaking out, screaming.
Yeah.
So that first fix was crossing the map cocktail, 16,000. So we're a bit high. I think we got room for it. We got room. So basically, like, the way we're coming in is we have to fly the down, and we have to pass the airport off our left and then swing back around. We still got 86 miles to go. We're at 20,000. I don't want to get down too early. So I'm just kind of doing a combination of like looking at the plate and just judging where we're at based off our mileage and stuff.
Yeah. I'm enjoying beautiful snow on top of the mountains over this side. It's just absolutely beautiful.
I don't know about yours, but I'm seeing like scattered rain showers ahead. See some rain showers.
Yes, I do. I see them.
If we get
12
that
o'clock.
over Vegas, that cause problems.
Yeah.
Those mountains and stuff, they have just any little bit of weather. You're well aware. You dispatch.
Oh, yes.
Stuff goes downhill
Yeah.
real quick in Vegas. is transition altitude. And 3003 is set.
And I'll go to standby 30.
Just as close as you can, so I'm sure it's not much up.
Yeah, yeah, it's close.
Cool. All right, so let's run the approach brief, or sorry, correction, the approach checklist.
Approach checklist briefing is completed. Approach stable by
1000 AGL.
1000 AGL. ECAM status has been checked. Seatbelts on. Minimums
200 set.
200 set. Engine anti-ice 1 and 2.
Off.
Off. Altimeters
3003 set.
3003 set. Approach checklist is completed.
Alright, I'm bring it down to 11 now. 11 blue.
11 blue.
Because the anti-ice is off for now, but we might have to turn it on here in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Go through this stuff. So we still got 68 miles to fly. We're already at 15,000, so we're going to slow this descent up. I mean, based off the plate and everything, looks like it does get you down early.
Oh.
By the time you're like just off the southwest end of the airport, you're at 11,000 or above. Man, I can't get to have VNAV. I'd like to do a direct and shorten this up a little bit, but I'm afraid of what the airplane will do. It might jack up
You can.
a little bit.
I'm with you. I trust your instincts. I would say go ahead and do what you think is going to be best.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep our route.
Oh, profile. Okay.
Because who knows what I'll do on rear end either.
Yeah.
Turn the engine amps on.
Yeah, we're about to enter the soup again.
Man, that looks good.
That looks beautiful.
Popping in and out.
Absolutely.
Like that. Just can't beat it.
Yeah. Ah, so it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Almost out of ice conditions, about 3 degrees. The static air temperature. Level off, bleed off its airspeed. There's 10,000.
10,000 lights.
And
Go.
stuff.
Yep. Lights are on.
Yeah, so coming down now. A little rain.
Yes, I see that.
I was in the oh, this thing's done messed up. What's your ND showing? Like, are we kind of to the left of our route?
Yeah, just a little bit to the left.
Yeah, it cut
We're
out.
not on profile yet.
I think
Yeah,
it
it did.
cut out.
It's
Yeah.
showing. It's.
Way back.
This is a typical fly-by-wire thing, though. I've noticed this happens a lot.
I'm
So,
scared to mess with it.
yeah.
I'm gonna put in direct
Yep.
bourbon and see what that does.
Yep. I see you have direct now. And now we are back on profile.
8,000. I'll maintain this for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah, so once we hit bourbon, then we can come down to 7,000 and start working our way back down.
Roger that.
Let's see what time it is. It's 19:03. New ADA should be coming out any minute. In 3 minutes, new ADA should publish. It's our temperature +9. So we're still in icing conditions. Alt. Looking at the ND, I don't like. It doesn't look like it's even tracking to bourbon. It's just flying.
Yeah, I
straight
think
ass
when on my side, when you hit direct area on, like it started tracking. We were on profile, but now it's back to what it was doing before. So we're pretty much to the waist of the profile, just a little bit to the waist. Not really bad.
So let's
I
go
still
direct,
think we're looking good.
do next waypoint. See if that works. Push it. Insert.
There we go. Looking good. Looking good.
Man, you gotta really stay ahead of things on this fly-by-wire.
Yep. And I was telling that to my viewers that you always want to stay ahead of the aircraft. You don't want the aircraft to stay ahead of you because you come down like a rock. They say takeoff is optional, but landing is mandatory. So you always want to be ahead of the aircraft.
Yeah. I got some traffic at our 11 o'clock, 1,000 feet.
Yeah, I see.
So we're gonna stay here at 8,000 until we get a beam bourbon, and then we'll come down. This dude looks like he's climbing.
I'm looking for him.
He might be climbing right across us. No, he's climbing.
Yeah.
600 feet low, 500. But it doesn't seem like the sim draws the traffic until you get closer to it.
Oh, the wing flakes.
Alright, same altitude now. Between 11 and 12 o'clock. Wow, this whole damn time I was saying he was lower than us. He wasn't. All right, I got him off our nose. He was higher the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Idiot.
As long as y'all have eyes on him, we are good.
Yeah, I got him. We're turning towards him. What the hell is the airplane doing now? My airplane.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. And again, this is the fly-by-wire thing, so
It's like it was trying to go back towards Bourbon.
yeah, it's like it was trying to track back and go back. To,
All
but
right, I'm gonna need your help. I'm probably gonna hand fly the rest of
Okay.
this.
Okay.
So if you could give me 7,000 in the FCU.
7,000 blue.
7,000. And give me direct code C.
Direct code C. Let's go flight plan.
It's gonna fall apart quick. We can't stay ahead of this.
You said direct code C?
Actually,
Oh,
do the-
code C.
do
Okay,
the
I
next-
see.
Do the next one. Do Huxar.
Okay.
You have to go all the way back through all the waypoints.
Oh, here we go. Good. All right.
You got direct Huxar in there?
Yep.
Put my speed at 200, please.
All right, we are 200.
Try to save this for high because of this bullshit.
Yeah, it's fly-by-wire. This is a problem that we see all the times. I think you should
set 4,000 in the FCU.
4,000 blue.
4,000 blue. On the approach to the McDo and on the FCU. Alright, it's already on.
Yeah, I was looking at the MCD. It's already on, and I think you did FCU.
Alright,
So we.
Alright, stop. We gotta do this quick. Gear down.
2,000.
Gear down.
Flaps on.
Speed check flaps 1.
Go manage speed.
You okay? Can you see the new side?
Yeah.
Good.
I'll be able to scratch this now. Still engine's revved up. Flaps 2.
Speed check flaps 2.
The Pappies are way off from the ILS.
I think you
ILS
got
says
this.
I'm high, and the Pappies say I'm right on.
I think you got this.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Full heading.
1,000.
Who hitting?
Pull it.
Okay.
Alright, going around.
Going around.
Gear up.
Gears. Speed check, flaps 1.
All right. Give me 200 on speed.
Speed is 200.
Give me 6,000 on the altitude.
6,000 blue.
Thrust climb, open climb. We're getting all the motion today. It's all
fine.
pilot error too. It's all my fault.
No, that's
Well,
fine.
not
This
really.
thing's
They-
up.
Bullshit with the route. They all screwed up.
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah, that route just messed up everything else. Oh, that looks beautiful. Las Vegas.
Man. Busy. Alright.
Yeah.
6,000.
Just double checking. Do you want us to leave flaps 1?
Yep.
Good. Just double checking. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
I can see the circus down there. Because,
Yes, sir. It's absolutely. Oh my God.
This flight's turned into the circus.
Huh?
I said this flight has turned into the circus.
Into the circus. Hey. Beautiful
No.
in my books.
What is
These things happen in real life. This is beautiful.
Damn, airplane went past 6,000. Come on, airplane, get your shit together.
Yeah, there's just something wrong with your sync or something. I
Still
just
not.
get it.
Slow down. Oh God. Come on,
Yeah.
Phoenix. When's
You-
damn Phoenix coming out? I'm tired of this shit.
You know what pilots call that, right? They call that a bitching bait.
Well, on particular airplanes that have that female voice, that the female voice is bitching Betty. This airplane doesn't.
Yeah.
Bitching airplane. Alt. While we're doing this. Let's see. Yes, yes, so. So right now we're just flying the downwind. Still have the waypoints on there from when we came in. So what we'll do is I'm gonna use heading mode this time instead of trying to nav, and we'll go to Huxar and we'll be back on track. Alright, 1856. Still holding. Damn it. Let's do this. Oh hell. Winds now 040 at 5. That's probably part of why we were struggling, because we had a damn tailwind.
Yeah.
fast stuff falls apart when you try to move way too fast. Since our tender is 30. Alright. Heading towards Luxor. Down to 5,000. Traffic ahead.
Looking.
It's off our left wing. Turn in front of him.
Oh, okay. You have good eyes.
11 on 5,000. Slow down to 180. My goal is to be 170 until 7 miles.
Good job.
Yeah, that was I mean, we did the right thing by going around. We weren't stable. We hadn't run the checklist.
Yeah, the aircraft was not stable. We were now on checklist. We were late on flaps for a little bit, so I think we are
Halt.
doing good on following procedures.
Come down a bit more. I want to get below this flat slope. Oh, an airplane. Damn it. I told it to come down. There it goes. God. Piece of shit.
It's not. The aircraft is not cooperating today.
Lookstar. Let's go flaps 2.
Speed check, flaps 2.
$2,500.
Slow to 170. This is rough, but it's also fun.
It is fun. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying every bit of it. It's absolutely fun.
Gives our viewers something different. Most folks ain't going around rejecting takeoffs. Alright, so glass slope's coming down. Localizer's captured. Glide slope. Let's go gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 3.
Speed check, flaps 3.
Alright, glide slope, localizer, cat 3, dual, autopilot 1 and 2. Let's go flaps full.
Speed check, flaps full.
We cleared to land.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Alright,
Clear
landing
to
checklist.
land. Alright, landing checklist. Cabin crew has been advised. Auto thrust,
Speed,
speed, auto brakes,
low,
low, ICA memo,
landing all green,
landing on green gear,
down,
down signs,
on auto,
on auto ground spoilers,
armed,
armed flaps.
config full.
Config full, landing checklist is completed.
Perfect. 1,000 feet,
1,000.
stable. So I'm gonna fly the ILS instead of the Pappies, because as we just saw, the Pappy were way wrong.
Okay.
This approach altitude is set, by the way.
500. 400.
You know about the ILS? Shit, the ILS is way
100
low.
above.
Maybe the Peppies are right.
Minimum.
Continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 10, 5,
Where's Green Gazelle?
Good job. Fantastic landing.
Manual braking. Alright, good. Clean up.
All right.
Clear left and right.
Clear left. Clear left. And clear left again.
Clear right.
Oh, looks beautiful. Ah. I've been to Vegas and this is how Vegas looks. Absolutely beautiful, man.
Cross check. Everything.
Yep, I'm doing the same as well. Just make sure everything else looks good.
Everything looks good.
Looks good on my side. Brake fan is on. Good.
Hit that yellow electric pump and shut down number 2.
Okay. Confirm shutting down number 2.
Confirmed.
Clear left.
Clear to the right. I'm gonna hold right here.
Okay.
See if I can
That looks
take this
beautiful.
down.
I'm thinking it's parking right next to the yellow builds up there.
Nah, I'm
Those
going up
beautiful
with the drone
yellow
camera.
builds up ahead.
Oh, I see them. Okay, I know where they're at.
Yeah. Spirit airplanes just look so beautiful, man. They lighten up the mood everywhere.
love how easy it is to taxi on one engine in this airplane.
Oh, I don't think I've tried one engine taxi at all. I don't think I have in the sim. I have to try it, yeah.
Alright, sir, if you could hit those taxi and turn off lights for me.
Roger that. You are welcome. Looks beautiful.
So they have a marshal around here, but no
Yeah.
joy. Alright, we'll turn here onto Bravo 11. Hard to do with this left turn, but opposite direction to push from the engine.
Yeah, it's because of one engine, yeah.
Parking brake is set. I got the yellow electric pump. You can go ahead and kill number 1.
Confirm shutting down engine number 1.
Confirm.
Oh,
Hate that thing.
continue. I hate it too. Oh, those good flights, huh? That was absolutely amazing.
Alright, let's see. Parking checklist.
Parking checklist: slides disarmed, engines off, seatbelts off, exterior lights off, ice protection off, fuel pumps off, yellow electric pump is off, choke signal received, park brake is on, and parking checklist is completed.
Perfect. Alright, everybody. Well, welcome to Las Vegas after this longer than what it was supposed to be. Flight. Our block time, actually our en route time today was supposed to be 56 minutes. We are now at an hour 33. We just blocked into the gate, so a total of an hour 33 minutes block. It was probably more like an hour 15 of flying. But for everybody that came along to watch, we really appreciate it. This was a hell of a fun stream to do. A little more complex than getting it all set up doing the shared cockpit, but super glad that I had my buddy Rio flying with me today with all the issues that we had on departure with the rejected takeoff, as well as having to go around for being unstable. Really glad I had him there to help me out by manipulating the FCU while I was hand flying the airplane. Yeah, Rio, you got anything you want to say?
No, I just want to thank you guys for being part of the family over here. And again, Flaps 121 simulations and wrong side simulations will be coming up with great content soon. Thank you so much for being part of the family once again. You have a good day. Good day.
I'm just going to end with this. Oh, so before we go,
Yeah.
yeah, this will be something more on my stream.
Okay.
But when I was reviewing the Reno airport, I was talking about how you can see through the glass, and it's cool to like look outside and see your airplane.
Oh yeah.
And I was talking about how some airports they have the interior modeled, but you can't see out the windows, and this is one of them. Right now, I'm inside the terminal in the gate area, trying to look outside, and you can't see anything. But I believe if you look inside from outside, you can. It's kind of weird. So you can see, like if you're sitting on the airplane, you can see the gate area. But if you go inside and you look out, you can't see anything. So this is Las Vegas airport made by Fly Tampa, which makes excellent sceneries as always, but I will say that this is one area that Paxsim definitely has the advantage on, is having glass that you can see out of. But nonetheless, this airport's still very nicely modeled on the inside. Oh, hey, there's a Southwest Airbus. That's realistic. All right, guys. Well, once again, appreciate everybody that came to stop by. I'm sure we'll be doing another one of these in the near future. We love doing shared cockpit flights. We've done quite a few of these in the past. It's been a while since we've done one. We have one other video of us doing the shared cockpit. I think it's the third or fourth video on my channel. So y'all can go check that out. If you watch that one, then watch this one. You'll see just how far we've progressed. The last one was a lot more rough, and the checklist and the flows didn't go as well as it did today. We've made a lot of progress since then. We've had a few practice flights since, and I think the practice is definitely showing. So anyways, smash the like button, subscribe if you like this. If you feel that I have earned your subscription, I hope that you would subscribe and check out any future content. Right now I'm trying to put out a video a day while I'm home. I do work 7 on 7 off as a flight dispatcher for a Part 121 carrier, and every other week I commute to work. But while I'm home, I try to make at least one stream a day, at least during the week. Weekends it's hard to do. I got a girlfriend. But Rito, Flaps 121 over there, he doesn't live that life, so he can make all the videos y'all want.
Yeah, absolutely. No, thank you guys once again. I mean, it's fun. This is really fun. Thank you.
All right, guys. Everybody have a good day. Rio, we'll chat soon. And,
Okay.
Everyone take care.
All right.